I'm going live. Hey, Tex Coco. Pastor Stephen McNeil Lennon. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Or is it morning? It's morning. Good morning. Nixie Nix. Good morning. Just wanted to come on for a moment. Cutie Pie 504. Good morning. Just wanted to come on for a moment. Just to answer a couple of things to an illiterate individual on the other side of town, which you cannot have a intelligent conversation with the individual. And we all know it's Jada Wistina. Now, the problem is you have called me out of my name several times. Several times you have called me out of my name. I have never approached you in disrespect. I have always respected you by calling you Jay Wilson or Brother Jay. However, I see constantly that you go for the name calling and then you try to talk about my bookshelf. You wish you had books in a shelf like this. And we know that. We know that you are, at the most part, illiterate, vile, incoherent, and have no self-control whatsoever. You have no self-control. Okay? Let's understand that. Now, again, I make it a habit of dealing with people on a respectable level. I don't call you out of your name because I don't have to. Basically, you do it to yourself. And we all see what you are doing to yourself. We all see that. We all see that. We all see that you were happy and carrying on when Wolverine gave you all that money. And now that Wolverine is being Wolverine, you can't really handle it, but you won't hang up on Wolverine. You'll hang up on Kwani. You'll hang up on Rico, who actually said nothing. But you won't hang up on Wolverine because we know you've been bought and paid for. And that's why you are struggling. That's why at 50 years old, sir, just by observation, you are struggling. And I can tell that you're struggling by your weight gain, okay? By how you've blown up like a Macy's Day float at the Thanksgiving parade. However, I'm not going to go there with you. I'm not going to go there with you. I'm not going to stoop up under the gutter where you are. Okay? I'm not going to do that. And I know you're going to see this. And you say you don't come to my channel, but so often when I'm in your bushes, and I do go into your bushes, you are repeating me verbatim. Okay? You know it, and I know it. Now, as for my numbers will take care of themselves. My numbers will take care of themselves. I'm not hooking and I'm not crooking for numbers. I decided to be my authentic self, something that you know nothing about. Nothing, something that you have no knowledge of the building blocks. Because if you did, at 50, you would be a lot further than where you are. So let me make this clear. Let me make this plain. And let me break it down to your juvenile understanding. Because the way you were talking about me was very juvenile. was very juvenile. You want to get me excited and you want to get me riled up. That's not going to do it. You are beneath me. You cannot compete with me on my worst day. Again, at 50 years old, sir, I was retired, fully retired. Okay? I was fully retired. I made the right decisions in my life that I don't have to use a 501c3 to purchase my home. Okay? Let's get it. Got it. I hope so. I know it's a little difficult for you to comprehend. I can see that because you hear what you want to hear. You hear the flowery remarks, but you don't hear the remarks that make you better. You don't hear and you don't see. And it's just a matter of time for you. It's just a matter of time. Now, I've said to you before, and I will say to you once again, in your hearing, and maybe I ought to write it in the chat so that while you're up in the bushes, you can read it. I welcome you to a conversation. And I'm happy, I'd be happy to accommodate you in a conversation. Okay? Let me know. I've got the time. I've got the time. I can get a ticket to Cipolo. Don't have a problem with that. You talk a whole lot of stuff out your face, but we can see that when it comes to being confronted straight up, you can't handle it. You lose all control. Several times I've watched you lose control of your platform. Now, as for being a foster child, let's understand something. Let's understand something. I came on this platform into YouTube because I wanted to. I didn't come to be fathered. So please get that straight. And I am not from your loins. I am not the fruit of your loins. Okay? So please understand that and stop that craziness. We did not agree due to your behavior and what was coming out of your mouth. Okay? Let's really say it like it was. Your behavior and the words coming out of your mouth are not and have never been congruent. And you don't see it. You lie. You send narratives. And you're always trying to turn things around that the other person did you wrong. You're always the victim. Always the victim. You never take responsibility for what your mind tells you to do, which in observation, and I'm going to say this, in observation, I have come to realize and really accept the fact that in the Black community, in the Black community, there is an issue with mental health. And you are a prime example that gets on your platform every day, and you are the poster child for mental illness in the Black community. But you don't see that. And when someone tells you out of brotherly love, you get all up in arms and you can't handle it. You can see everybody else's behavior, but you cannot see your own. And then you justify your behavior by your craziness. You justify it. And you can do that. You can do that. You can do that. It is your choice. However, the rest of the Black community, especially the Black men in the community. A lot of us have an issue with that. We actually have an issue with that because we have enough stigmas that we have to deal with every single day without you getting up in your buffoonery, because you are a buffoon. You are a buffoon. Let me say that one more time because that felt real good to let that out. You are a buffoon, complete buffoon, a bottom of the barrel buffoon. And it is not a good look. It is not a good look. Now, you were saying something about my Eagle Scout, uh, certificates on my wall. And that was supposed to be an insult? Dude, if you think about that after you get off your 3-hour live or 4-hour live or 5-hour live, think about that. That was very much a compliment. See, that's what I mean by buffoon. You have nothing, Jay Wilson, to come at me about. Why? Because I'm circumspect. I'm circumspect. And yes, I have accepted a long time ago that I am a man of God. I've accepted it. I live with it. Just like, or no, I'm not going to say just like, more than you have accepted your sexuality and your rejection issues. Okay, and the parental issues that you have. You had a issue with your parents that has not been resolved, so you take it out on other people and you want to be a parent. So you created the House of Wilson and called these people your children. Mental health issue. So that you can be accepted. Just so that you can be accepted. And so that it would boost your ego. Well, let me say this. There is a principle. When other people boost and build your ego, when they leave, your ego leaves with them. So guess what? I know that my not being in the House of Wilson has damaged your ego. Because yes, you would like somebody with my talents and with my ability and with my training and with my education to be subservient to you. That's a joke. That's a joke. A real joke. Trust me. And everybody's laughing at you. You are the laughing stock of YouTube. The laughing stock of YouTube. You have to run around and do super chats in order to get friends. Who does that? Who thinks like that? I give you $5, $10, or $15 and buy a friend. Some of us don't have to do that because we have a personality. And we have a draw that people automatically and organically are drawn to us. People who are not phony and fake. We don't have to put our relationships on the YouTube so that people will feel that we have a relationship. Who does that? That's fake and phony. We don't have to talk about our partners, our wives, our husbands, our significant others on YouTube. Who does that? And then when you speak of him, you're not even convinced he's yours. Now that's funny. That's funny. All to be accepted. What a sad individual. And again, I say, wow. 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 And so I understand that whenever I appear in your chat, you become intimidated. You say I don't intimidate you. I don't try to intimidate you. That's not something I do. But the reason why you get intimidated, which is really conviction, because you know that you're not walking right. You know that you're not walking right. So you're going to be convicted by my very presence. But you don't yield to that spirit of conviction and repent. You just keep going on and you put it in the back. So you try your best to annoy me and to attack me. That's what children do. That's what children do. Your body is 50 years old, but your mentality is like 7, 8. And that's sad. That's very sad. But then again, that's you. So I don't have to live with it. You have to live with it. And someday I do pray that your mentality catches up with your age and hope that you can redeem the time. Because right now, from my observation, you won't redeem the time. And in the course of your mind reaching the age, your chronological age, more than likely you won't be able to handle it and you'll have a nervous breakdown, because we've already seen, all of the indications that you're on the verge. We know you're on the verge. We see you. We observe you. We hear what you say and how you double talk. Double talk. That you do that pretty good for those who are deaf, dumb, and blind. But for us that can see, we see you. We see you. And we're not trying to change you. We're really not. Because that's something that we don't have to answer to. We've already extended ourselves to you. And you have insulted us. You have tried to degrade us. You have tried to make us insignificant. And we have accepted that from you. So we look at you like a buffoon, a minstrel, black face, white lips, because that's your behavior. And remember, it's all entertainment. And when you cut off your computer, that's when you really, from observation, that's when you really get busy behind the scenes doing YouTube shenanigans. You are a buffoon. So understand that. Again, if you would like to have a conversation with me, I would be happy to accommodate you. From one grown adult, mature man to another. Okay? I would be happy to accommodate you. And I'm not going to ask you for respect, because I know that you're incapable of respecting anybody, because you're incapable of respecting yourself. So when you cannot respect yourself, you don't have respect for anyone else, because you don't know what respect is. You don't know the principle of respect. So I don't expect it from you. And again, I have no unreal expectations of you. So you cannot disappoint me. You cannot insult me, even though you try. So stay on the other side of town. And you're welcome to come into my chat with my low numbers. You're very welcome whenever you feel like coming over here. You can come over here. You can even speak in the chat. I don't have a problem with you. You have the problem with me. You have the problem with me because whatever went on in the past, I've left it in the past. I have no feelings towards you one way or the other. And I'm totally good with myself. I can look at myself in the mirror every single day. And I don't have the kind of mirror that was in the fairy tales that lie to me and tell me I'm something that I'm not. I have a holy mirror that shows me exactly who I am. Every time I look into it, it tells me where my shortcomings are. And it tells me that God loves me in spite of myself. My mirror shows me where I'm short, shows me where I need to pick it up. It shows me the things in myself that I need to adjust, or in my flesh that I need to adjust and need to get control over. And you know why that is? Because I have a spirit inside of me that when I open that word, I not only read it, but I hear it, and it convicts my spirit when I'm wrong. When I'm falling short, it convicts my spirit. I don't come on my channel talking about the same people all the time, in every conversation, in every panel. Tracy's and Joyce's name comes up in everything you do. They don't even have to say nothing about you and you start in. Why? Because it gets you the numbers. I've watched your numbers and how low they are unless Tracy is in your title or in the first 5 minutes of your videos. You're trying to hide. But the only person that you're hiding from out here is Jay Wilson. Everybody else sees you naked. They see you in the raw. They see you as you are. And it's sad that you don't see it. But then the Bible speaks about those that are blind and walking in darkness, not because they have a choice, but because they want to, they choose, or not because they don't have a choice, but because they choose to. And right now, walking in darkness makes you feel like you are somebody. But when I was young, coming up in the church, there was a song that my godmother used to sing. Saints, it's dangerous. Walking in the dark, saints, is dangerous. Walking in the saints, is dangerous. Walking in the dark, Jay Wilson, is dangerous. Walking in the dark, you might walk into a wall. Walk into the dark, you might walk into a wall. Walking in the dark, you might walk into a hole. Walking in the dark, you might walk into a hole. Walking in the dark, oh, it's dangerous. Walking in the, yeah, it's dangerous. Walking in the dark. Yeah, okay. It's dangerous to walk in the dark. So much can happen because you can't see. You can't see in the dark. You think you're seeing, but you're not seeing, sir. You're not seeing. And you can kill yourself walking in the dark. To everyone that is in here, I appreciate you coming in for this live, but one of the principles of Jay Wilson is when somebody's going live on you, then you go live too. Ah, yes, yes. And see, there's something about when he said foster parents, it is very sad that a man that claims to be so educated takes something so selfless and try to use it as a weapon against individuals. And it amazes me because do you think you are going to hit me emotional with that? Honestly? Honestly? No, it doesn't. Ooh. Thank you all for coming in. I just wanted to express that. I just wanted to express that. Ah, I do appreciate seeing so many people. Tex Coco, Sally Patches, Adrian, Patricia Ellington, So Blessed, Food Junkie. What's up, Food Junkie? I appreciate you all coming in. Maturish. I think Maturish is the only moderator in here. And I also would like to say congratulations to J.1700. He made 1,000 subscribers today. I am very proud and very, very proud of the work that he's doing over there on his platform and what he's producing on his platform. I am really, really proud. And if anybody has not been over there to check him out, go check him out. And I'm sure you'll like it. So I know you're going to subscribe. Again, I appreciate all of you, Cheryl Brown, Ray Ellen, all of you for coming in. All of you for stepping into my chat. Sexy and Complete. All of you. Every last one of you. I appreciate you. Pastor Stephen McNeil, Lennon. I appreciate you all. Mysterious Mermaid. Good evening. Good morning. It is morning. Oh, it's 1:17. I better let you all get off of here so everybody can get some rest. Again, I appreciate every last one of you that has come in. And I wish you a very good day tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I declare and decree unto you much love, more love than you can imagine, more love than your heart can feel, and much more love than your hands can hold. Because when you love when you really love, you automatically keep the commandments of God. So everyone have a good night. God bless you.